Transposing an optical prescription. There are two ways of writing the same toric optical prescription, plus sil and minus sil. Transposing is a method of converting between the two. This can be useful for establishing the correct optical voucher value, or if you get a prescription in a form that you're unaccustomed to. Transposing to the higher sphere power is useful for visualising the overall weight and thickness of a finished lens. This could be important at higher prescriptions where thinning may result in a more comfortable or aesthetically pleasing pair of spectacles. Plus and minus sil are optically identical. Here we explain how to switch from one form to the other. When transposing an optical prescription, there are 3 steps. 1. Add together the sphere and sil powers, taking into account the plus or minus signs. You can use a number line to help you. There's one shown on screen. 2. Change the sign of the sil to its opposite. 3. Change the axis by 90 degrees by adding or subtracting 90, whichever gives you a result from 1 to 180. Another way of looking at this is, if the axis is 90 or less, you add 90, and if the axis is more than 90, then you subtract 90. It's easier with some examples. Plus 125 with a minus 075 at 90. Step 1. Add the plus 125 and the 075 together. On the number line, if the sil is minus, you head towards the minus end, so we get plus 050. Now you have transposed the sphere. Step 2. Swap the sil from minus 075 to plus 075. Step 3. Alter the axis by 90. If we add 90 to 90, we get 180. If we had subtracted 90 from 90, we would have gotten 0, and we never use a 0 for an axis. So the result is plus 050 with a plus 075 at 180. You should transpose it back again to check your answer is correct. It's worth doing this to avoid dispensing the wrong prescription or getting the wrong voucher value. Let's do another one. Minus 150 with a plus 275 at 135. Add the minus 150 to the plus 275. On the number line, if the sil is plus, head towards the plus end. This makes the new sphere plus 125. Change the sil sign from a plus to a minus. Alter the axis by 90. We want the sil axis to fall between 1 and 180. If we added 90, we'd get 225, so instead we subtract 90 from 135, which makes the axis 45. So the result is plus 125 with a minus 275 sil at 45. Transpose it back again to check your answer. Let's do one more. Minus 475 with a minus 550 sil at 5. Add together the sphere and sil. The sil is minus, so we head towards the minus end of the number line, and we then get minus 1025. Change the sil sign to plus. Add 90 to the sil axis. The result is minus 1025 with a plus 550 at 95. Writing this in plus sil reveals that the sphere power falls into the complex prescription category and the patient may be eligible for an NHS sight test. Again, transpose it back again to check your answer. With practice, this will become quick and easy, and you will recognise when a prescription may sit in a higher voucher value or require thinning. AOP student membership is free of charge from your first day at university until you qualify. Join today to access Optometry Today, in print and online, as well as our growing education library. Plus, you get essential legal, clinical and regulatory advice, as well as career guidance and mentoring. To join the AOP, go to aop.org.uk/students.